Next week, Bitcoin will be very volatile, and in this exact video, I will be talking about Bitcoin and why it will be so volatile next week. So don't forget to watch this video till the end. I will be discussing many important charts. So can we once again slam up the likes back above 600? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. Because right now, on the imminent short term, we can see that Bitcoin is creating somewhat of a symmetrical triangle, just like we were doing yesterday. And basically what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is still creating lower highs from the top side together with some higher lows on the lower side. So far Bitcoin has not been experiencing a breakout, and if I were to be looking at the price action of Bitcoin right now, it looks to be that we're going to be experiencing a breakout within the coming 4 to 8 hours. So yeah, Bitcoin is really coming closer and closer towards that breakout, and like I've been saying yesterday, for me to really say there's a breakout for Bitcoin, I need to see a confirmation of a break above the previous high on the market or a confirmation of the break below the previous low in the market. And those will be the two trading opportunities, either a long position on the breakout towards the upside or either a short position on the breakdown towards the downside. As long as Bitcoin is going to continue consolidating sideways, I won't be clearly able to say where Bitcoin is really heading towards. As well, if we break through these trend lines, for me to really call the next direction for Bitcoin, I will be looking at these two very important levels for Bitcoin. Furthermore, we can see on the 4-hourly time frame that Bitcoin is clearly trading in this gigantic trading consolidation, and the question really is, when are we going to be either break above the resistance or when are we going to be breaking below support for me to call the next direction for Bitcoin? You can clearly see it right here, the 4-hourly trend line is providing significant resistance and Bitcoin is willing to retest it again, and if we see a breakout above this level, it's probably going to confirm that we're probably going to head higher with Bitcoin. You can see it on the 12-hour time frame as well. Ever since Bitcoin created a significant uptrend towards the upside, this is really the first time we're creating a gigantic consolidation phase, and the question really is, which direction are we going to be breaking towards? And that is also exactly the point where I will be starting to trade Bitcoin again here. Of course, there are still some signs of worry on the imminent short term. Of course, we've got the trend line right here, but also on the 12-hour time frame, it looks to be that we're creating a left shoulder right here, we're creating a head in the middle, and right now potentially we could be creating a right shoulder. And I'm saying potentially because if Bitcoin continues the trend towards the upside, this of course will get invalidated. If Bitcoin comes down here, we will be creating and confirming the head and shoulders pattern, and that is of course a typical bearish bias pattern for Bitcoin. So if we do have a breakdown towards the downside, and especially if we break below this very important upward sloping support line, Bitcoin is in big problem. And for me, the price target that I will be aiming for if Bitcoin does break below this support level right here is of course $24,000 to $25,000, because then Bitcoin will be breaking below this very low volume range, and probably we will see a very fast continuation towards the downside towards $25,000. Of course, if we do break above the top side of this resistance, we're probably going to see a continuation towards the upside, and then the targets are going to be somewhere around $33,000. But in my opinion, once again coming through it, I think that 31.7k, this exact level right here, is going to be a target that I think Bitcoin is going to be finding the majority of the resistance on. Why this level is because if I am actually looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and if I will be extending this level, you can clearly see that the 31.7k has been the previous weekly low on the market, previous weekly resistance, and previous weekly support as well. So I think that 31.7k is really the level to be looking at for Bitcoin. So that is why I would put all my attention towards exactly that level, 31.7k, if we do confirm the breakout towards the upside. And just like I said to you, if we break down, the price target is $24,000 to $25,000. And if we reach that price target, I will be opening up a $1 million Bitcoin long position. And if you're interested in trading any of these breakouts, because yes, Bitcoin is yet again, once again, about to get volatile, and we will be either break towards the upside or downside. But one thing is for sure, volatility is going to hit the market. So if you want to be making sure that you're benefiting from the volatility, don't forget to check out Bybit in the link in the description if you are interested in trading Bitcoin or altcoins. And actually, if you sign up a new account using the link in the description, you can actually claim a $30,000 deposit bonus, and without this link it's only $4,000, so it's definitely a win-win scenario. Furthermore, we can actually see that right now the S&P 500 is also once again pushing further on towards the upside. The reason why I'm discussing it is because usually Bitcoin tends to move with the S&P 500, and you can clearly see currently the S&P 500 is running in towards this critical resistance barrier, right? And if we can break above this level, we're probably going to see a continuation back up towards 4,500 US dollars, and that is definitely going to be a very good thing. But for now, of course, we're running in towards critical resistance, and if the US 500 or the S&P 500 sees a rejection from up this level, we're probably going to go lower with Bitcoin as well. If we break above it, Bitcoin is also probably going to go higher. The reason why I'm discussing it is because also the dollar index, what is invert correlated with Bitcoin, is also currently in a significant downtrend. And like you can currently see, we're creating a left shoulder, we're creating a head, and currently a right shoulder. So we're creating somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern for the US dollar index. And if it does break lower, it means that Bitcoin is going to go higher, because the dollar is getting used to measure the price of Bitcoin. If the dollar price goes lower, a Bitcoin valuation goes up. So the lower the dollar index goes, the more easier it is for Bitcoin to go actually in a bull market. So make sure to take that into account. It's definitely very important to look at. Currently, we're trading at very important support. If we do break below this support, I'm expecting a significant dump towards the downside. And that is going to be definitely a very good thing for the price action of Bitcoin. So I'll make sure to subscribe to the channel right now, because then I will exactly keep you guys up to date when we do break above it. And if we do, I will tell you exactly what is about to be happening next for Bitcoin. Still, a shot of warning is that currently, if I'm looking at the MACD on the 4-hourly time frame, we're currently, of course, on the price chart creating a higher high. MACD is creating a lower high, and at the same time, we're creating a bearish close on the MACD here. So we do want to be pointing out, yes, we are of course looking bullish on some pictures, but still, like I said here, we could be potentially create that head and shoulders pattern here for Bitcoin. And currently as well, the momentum indicators are still telling us that we're actually looking a little bit more weaker rather than stronger in the current trend right now. So make sure to take this in account. Bitcoin is currently still creating a losing momentum structure, and we're about to be having a bearish crossover. Maybe it's going to get invalidated, but currently it's about to be happening here. So make sure to pay attention towards this next signal about to be flashing for Bitcoin right now. Then the reason why Bitcoin will be moving big next week here is that this Wednesday we will have the FOMC meeting, and we're expecting that the FOMC meeting is going to come in with an interest rate hike of 25 basis points, and maybe this isn't even the last interest rate hike, and we will learn more about that in the coming meeting, because they're expecting as well another 26% chance that the interest rate will be getting hiked again with 25 basis points. So this is very important to take in account right now here. We're expecting there's going to be at least a 25 basis point happening this Wednesday, and due to the fact we're going to experience a lot of volatility. If I'm looking back at the previous events, we can always see once the FOMC meeting happens, somewhere around that time frame, there's huge volatility. So I'm expecting once again this Wednesday, there's going to be a lot of volatility for Bitcoin. So make sure to get ready for that one. So that was it for me on today's update video. I truly hope you did learn from it and you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.